Gratitude does not mean being okay with not being okay. Gratitude does not mean being okay with not having what you really want to have. Or gratitude does not mean being okay with what you have in your hand, at least, because you will never ever get to where you really want to go. Gratitude is not a cover-up for your failures. Gratitude shouldn't be a lullaby to you that you keep repeating to yourself, because deep down you know that this is the best that you can give it to yourself. You kind of wish, hope, and pray, but you need to know this: hope is a beggar in this process. Hello, welcome to this video. Today we're talking about how to properly use the gratitude technique to speed up your manifestations almost 10-fold or 100-folds. Also, we will be busting many misconceptions about gratitude. And one of them, for example, is gratitude is being okay with not being okay. Gratitude is like being okay with not having what you really want. I planned this video to be more like a flow state, because I know there are many YouTube videos out there that you can get like small like bits and pieces of informations and like the nuggets and the packed information, the lists of what you need to do and things like that. But actually we are, I guess, in a time that more than information itself, we really need to feel the information. And in order to feel it, the person in front of you has to feel it first. But when you focus on like, I need to give this pack of information within this video, I need to use these keywords and buzzwords, then the YouTuber also loses the magic itself, so that he or she cannot give you the magic. That's why I want to really focus on the flow within this video. I really want to feel the knowledge. I really want to be a perfect, the successful vessel for the universe to bring these knowledge about the gratitude through me, and so that you can get the most out of this knowledge as well. I just want to start with focusing on some of the misconceptions. The more we use a word, and there are some buzzwords and keywords in this community that it's overly used. One is gratitude, one is, let's say, let go. Then I believe that these words lose their magic, and most of the time these words kind of sit somewhere that we cannot even reach. We just put them on a pedestal because they've been overly used on the internet, on YouTube, many of the videos. And then they also like covered within the videos like, you need to do this, gratitude, let go, blah blah blah. And if you can't do them successfully, then you won't be able to manifest your desires. And given the fact that we've seen hundreds of videos including gratitude techniques, letting go techniques, and on our subconscious mind we believe that, okay, I've seen thousands of videos talking about gratitude and letting go, and I can't do them properly, and I can't manifest because I can't do them properly. And that's why every time we use gratitude afterwards or let go, we automatically associate those keywords as like some negative, we associate them some negative connotations, like, okay, I can't do them, I need to do them, but I can't do them properly. After watching this video, you will not feel any uneasy feelings when you hear gratitude anymore. Gratitude definitely mean being okay with not being okay. Or gratitude doesn't mean like be okay for now, even though you don't have your manifestations in your reality. That's not correct, because when you want something, it's already done. You already trust the universe. Even if you can't see the route from where you are to where you want to go, That doesn't mean that the route does not exist. What you need to do is, after you want what you want, is to cultivate the trust and live your life from that premise with gratitude that what you want has already granted to you. Even if you don't know when it's going to come, through which path it's going to come, you have this knowing within yourself, within your heart, that leads you to feel the gratitude, because you respect the universe and you respect the way how the universe works, and you feel this gratitude knowing that what you want already is in creation. You are on the path to attracting these manifestations into your life. You are on the path to getting closer and closer and closer day by day by closing the frequency between you and your manifestations. So gratitude is being aware of this process as a whole and being okay with where you are, being okay with your current circumstances, knowing that what you want is granted. Even feeling gratitude that you have this wisdom within yourself, that you have this knowing within yourself. You're not hoping, you're not wishing. Hope is a beggar, as Dr. Joe Dispenza describes it. Hope is a beggar within this process, because hope is like 50% knowing, 50% still not knowing and not believing. But in this process, we know 100% that what we want is already there. And just by knowing this knowledge, just by being able to tap into this wisdom, we feel the gratitude. Gratitude does not mean looking at someone who has less than what you have and then coming back to your life and thinking that, oh, I should definitely be grateful because look how people live. There are, poverty out there. Look at people, they're suffering. So by comparing myself and my situation with them, I should definitely be feeling gratitude in my life for what I have. Gratitude has nothing to do with this concept. This is what Eckhart Tolle also explains it in his teachings. This is the way how we choose to feed our ego through this comparison, through the game of feeling gratitude. This has nothing to do with gratitude, because you cannot take bad examples as an example actually within your life. You cannot compare yourself, you cannot pity other people, you cannot believe that you're better off, and that's why you need to feel the gratitude. There will always be people who are doing better than you are doing. There will always be people that will be behind you. This is not a means. This shouldn't be the cause why you're feeling gratitude. You feel gratitude because it's a game between you and you. It's a game between where you are and where you want to go. And you feel gratitude because you know that this gap will definitely be closed, and you will come to a singularity, you will come to oneness, you will come to fullness. Gratitude is manifesting through fullness, choosing to manifest from fullness, not from lack. You feel gratitude because you know that you already have, and you're coming from wholeness, because you know the mechanics how manifestation works, you know the mechanics how this universe works, how the rules are, and that's why you feel gratitude, knowing that this gap is an illusion. You are choosing to manifest from the fullness, and just by knowing this knowledge, just by being able to tap into this wisdom, you feel gratitude. Gratitude shouldn't come from the lack. We should not force ourselves to feel grateful in order to close that gap. The gratitude should come from oneness, and then only then it will create the necessary feeling and the necessary frequency. If we are coming and feeling the gratitude from the fullness and from oneness. Otherwise, it will be like forcing and faking and trying to do something in order to get into the feeling of the wish fulfilled, or getting into the feeling of something we believe that will bring us the manifestations, because that feeling is where we want to go. This will again create a separation. This is like having a secret and hidden agenda. And as we always mention, as I always mention, in manifesting what you really want does not come from the thought patterns solely. It comes from what you really feel. That's why it doesn't mean if you have like, you know, hundreds of different positive affirmations, including gratefulness and gratitude towards the things and people in your life, if these are not really coming from your heart, coming from the fullness, and if you still have some hidden agenda behind, I need to write these gratitude letters, you know, to 3 people every day. You know, there are some like techniques, famous techniques, or I should be feeling grateful when I first open up my eyes, because only then I can get to where I want to be. This is from lack, and you will know it better. Doesn't matter how many examples I give here, you will know how you really feel and what you really believe to be true, or what you really think behind the scenes. So you definitely need to check in with yourself every time you're practicing gratitude, whether you're really coming from your essence or you're coming from here, meaning like forcing, or trying to trigger a cause so that you will see some effects on the outside. This is trying to change the mirror, and actually mirror cannot change. The only thing that we need to focus on changing should be ourselves. If you are trying to see some changes on the outside, and that's why you're using gratitude technique, then you will feel like you're fooling yourself, and this won't work again. This will lead to frustration, this will lead to worry, fear, and this will also lead to some anger, because you cannot use gratitude to see some changes outside. Actually, you cannot use any of the techniques just to see something changing in your outside world, but you always need to aim. This is an internal game. You need to, and this is a game between you and you, where you are and where you want to go. That's why you should always aim to change things or trigger things within yourself, so that you will reflect things that you really want to see in your external world as a reflection of who you really are. If you found this video helpful in some way, maybe it put some missing pieces into its place for you, one important missing piece, then I highly recommend you to go and check the implementation part of this video, because theories could only be successful precursors for transformation, and without the implementation of it, we cannot complete the successful transformation cycle. So go ahead and check out the implementation part that you can practice by yourself.